Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports WNBA Picks and Predictions for Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, we have to take a look at the previous day's results. On the day, we go 3-3, bring our season record to 87-80. We did add kind of one team to the ban list. We just added another image of the Chicago sky. So they are now on there twice because they suck a lot. I'm going to recap this day, then we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game number 1. It was not good if you are a Chicago Sky fan. We had the Mercury minus 9.5. That was never a doubt. They won the first quarter 31-18. They won the final game score 107-86. The Sky gave up 107 points, and it really probably should have been closer to 120. The Mercury played the bottom depth of their bench in the fourth quarter, and they still gave up 107. Chicago Sky scored 86 on 53% from the field, but it doesn't matter when you allow your opponent to make 17 three-pointers. The Chicago Sky lose the offensive rebound battle 12-4. Our next winner, we had Ariel Atkins, points and assists over 16.5. This one was greasy. Ariel Atkins did not play the entire fourth quarter, but it didn't matter because she hit her PA in the third quarter by half a point. 13 points, 4 assists, that totals 17. 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from deep. I don't know why they don't get her the ball more. I really have no clue. You're allowing Kia Nurse 9 shot attempts, but you're only giving Ariel Atkins 8. How are you functioning as an offense if you're doing this? The answer is they're not functioning because they suck. But Ariel Atkins hits her PA, so that's all I care about. Then finally for the winner column, we had the Lynx minus 9.5. They were losing with 7 minutes to go in this game. They ended up winning by 16. 82-66. They finished the game on a 26-6 run. 24-6 run. Just absolutely horrible showing from the Sparks in the final minutes of the game. Nafisa Collier didn't even play. The closing line was minus 8.5. So the public still had faith in the Lynx, even though Collier didn't actually suit up. This game was egregious from a turnover standpoint. 38 total turnovers in a 40-minute game of basketball. Horrible. Our losers, we had the under 158.5 in the Mercury in the Sky. This never stood a chance. Mercury 52% from the field, 49% from deep. Chicago Sky 53% from the field, 90% from the free throw line, 18 of 20. They just couldn't miss. It was really weird. They had 4 players in double digits. Cardoso went for 17, Atkins 13, Kia Nurse 10, Oweniere 17. I don't know. They can't play defense. It was egregious. We then had a Alyssa Thomas PRA over 30.5. This was looking on track, and then she just didn't play at all in the fourth quarter or the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. There's no real reason to play AT or Satu Sabli when you're up by 30 points in the fourth. So I don't blame them for not playing it. Just kind of sucks we had her PRA over, and then she just doesn't play. She finished with 22. So all we needed was 9 PRA in the last 12 minutes of the game. But she doesn't play, so we lose. We then had the over, 162.5 in the Sparks and the Lynx. This was no good. The final score is 66-82. That is 148 points. It might have stood a chance if they didn't turn the ball over a ton. Again, 38 turnovers. Lynx shot 54% from the field, 44% from deep. Sparks, 37% from the field, 23% from deep. The Sparks are really bad. Kelsey Plum, 6 of 16. Rakia Jackson, 3 of 12. Just this team, they're really bad. Sarah Ashley Barker off the bench, 2 of 8. They're horrible. So that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. First game we're looking at, it is the Indiana Fever and the Las Vegas Aces. You guys already know what I'm doing. Aces plus 105 on the money line. Over 170.5. The Aces, horrible last game, but this has to be the one. Asia Wilson is back, fully healthy, in the lineup. Fever are coming off of a road loss to the Valkyries. Neither team can play defense, so we're 100% taking the over. The Aces need to win. Period, point blank, end of story. They need to win. Fever, like I said, they just lost to the Valkyries on the road. They were an 11.5 point favorites. They lose it outright. Caitlin Clark turned it over a bunch. I think she had 8 turnovers, and they allowed the Valkyries to score 88 points. They're 2-3 on the road straight up this year. It would appear as though if Caitlin Clark isn't dropping 30-plus points a game, they're just not going to win. They're not getting really good production out of Kelsey Mitchell or Aaliyah Boston when they hit the road. They don't play any defense. DeWanna Bonner's out of the lineup. I really don't like their bench depth. Yes, Sophia Cunningham did grab Sheldon by the hair, but other than that, she really did nothing. Aces, they're 5-7 on the year. They just lost to the Storm at home by 7. I really don't understand what Becky Hammon is doing with this team. You have Asia Wilson down low. She's been multiple times Defensive Player of the Year, multiple times MVP of the year, and the other team just scores at will. It's like Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray. None of them can play defense when I know they can. I just don't understand what scheme Becky's drawn up. If they're going to win a game, it has to be this one. I really don't see them going 5-8 on the year, losing at home to the Fever after the Fever lost outright to the Valkyries by double digits. No thank you. Give me the Aces. Give me the over. Next game. This one's going to be very easy and quick to handicap. Chicago Sky, Atlanta Dream. Give me the Dream minus 15. Give me the Dream minus 20, 25, 30. It just keeps going up. Doesn't matter what the number ends at. Take it all the way. Chicago Sky, they're horrible. They just lost to the Mercury at home by 21. They let them score 107 points. This team is awful at every single possible aspect of basketball. I don't see how the Atlanta Dream don't absolutely demolish. The Sky, they're 3-9 on the year. I don't understand what March is doing at coach. I watched the entire Mercury game today. They keep trying to run Ariel Atkins at point guard and then Kia Nurse at the shooting guard. It's not going to work. You drafted Haley Van Lith in the first round. Use her. Yes, Vandersloot got injured. You can't control that. What you can do is control Van Lith in the starting lineup. Put her at point guard. Right? You're not going to do anything this year anyway. This is a straight building year. You may not want it to be, but that's what it has to be. Get Kia Nurse the fuck out of the starting lineup. She's horrible. You can feed Van Lith to the Wolves. Let her figure it out. Ariel Atkins cannot be the point guard for your team because she is your only shooter. You cannot have your shooter distributing the ball. Angel Reese can't shoot. Cardoso can't shoot. Rebecca Allen hasn't been able to hit the broadside of a barn. What are we doing? So, I don't know what they're doing. Marsh has got to go. If he can't figure this shit out, he's got to go. Atlanta, they just beat the Mystics at home by 1 point. They choked that game away at the end. This has to be a bounce back spot. Sky, they're on a back-to-back with travel. No thank you. Give me the Dream, minus $1 million. Give me the over, 159.5. Next game, it is the Dallas Wings and the Washington Mystics. I'm going to take the Mystics at home, minus 3.5. Don't love laying 3.5 with the Mystics, but I think you have to do it. Also going to take the over, 164.5. The Wings, they have somehow won 2 in a row. I'm also not going to read too much into it, as it was against the Valkyries at home and the Sun on the road. Mystics, they just lost to the Dream by 1. Really good showing in the fourth quarter. I like backing them back at home. Wings, 3-11 on the year. They're still obviously one of the worst teams in the league. They are 9th in field goal percentage, 10th in threes made a game, and their defense is ranked 11th. You have Arike Gumbawale, who is actively trying to play so bad of basketball that she gets traded at the deadline. The only real spark you have on this team is Paige Beckers. You could argue Dejanay Carrington, but she doesn't agree with their coach, Kaklanowicz, or whatever his name is, the white dude. He's not very good. This team ain't got nothing going for him. I don't feel like taking them plus 3.5 on the road. Mystics, 5-8 on the year. 3-3 at home, though. They've kind of gotten screwed over on the road. They play very slow, but also very efficient. 44% from the field. They finally moved Shakira Austin to the starting lineup, and they took out Dolson. Why they even started the year with Dolson, I have no clue. Austin dropped like 28 points against Atlanta. She should be able to feast back at home against the Wings, who really don't have a big. They signed the big Asian girl, Lin Yu, because Tara McCowan went overseas to play in Eurobasket. I don't think it's going to end well for this for the Wings team. No one's going to be able to stop Brittany Sykes or Citron for that matter. Beckers, Arike, they don't play any defense. Should be pretty fast-paced. Give me the Mystics. Give me the over. Next game. This one's probably the game of the night. New York Liberty, Seattle Storm. Give me the Storm at home plus 4.5. I think this is a disrespectful line. Give me the under 164.5. Biggest thing to note here, it looks like Jonquel Jones will not be playing in this game. Therefore, you fade them. Without Jonquel Jones, this team is not good. The Seattle Storm, they've won 2 in a row. They're looking like a legitimate contender with the front court they have down low and then Gabby Williams doing her thing up top. I don't think the Liberty are going to win this game. Liberty coming off of an 8-point home loss to the Mercury, where to be honest, they got messed up. Jonquel Jones went out early with an ankle injury. If they're smart, they just keep her out for a long time. They completely lost the battle down low. You bring in Sabally to help out. She's really not that good from a scoring perspective. They are a completely different team defensively now without Leona Fibic, your really tall guard who is over on Eurobasket. And then without Jonquel down low, 6'5", 220 pounds, kind of a beater who can also shoot it from deep on offense. I really don't think they're a good, they're still a good team, but I don't trust them laying 4.5 on a road to a really good Storm team. Storm, 8-5 on the year. They won their previous 2 road games. Sparks, 31, Aces by 7. They got one of the best front courts down low with Ezzy and Gumake. And then you have Gabby Williams, who is straight hooping. Also, Erica Wheeler, hooping. They're first in field goal percentage, second in assists per game. This team is good. They're good at home. I don't see why they're catching 4.5. Give me the Storm and give me the under. Final game here. I am only betting one thing. This is atrocious basketball game. Connecticut Sun on the road at the Golden State Valkyries. No spread bet. Just give me the over, 154.5. If you are cracked out enough where you feel like betting the spread, it is the Valkyries with a bunch of bench players, minus 8.5, which is an absurd number for an expansion team to be laying when they are missing 3 of their starting lineup players. However, it makes sense because the Sun are ass. 2-11 on the year. They've lost 5 in a row. Marina Mabry, much like Rike Ngumbawale, is playing some of the worst basketball I've seen her play ever. She's the main offensive threat. The main. Unless you count Tina Charles, but Tina can't shoot the ball unless it's underneath the hoop. In her 3 most recent games, she is 6 of 30 from the field. 6 of 30. I feel bad for any person who enjoys Suns basketball. Valkyries, 6-6 on the year. Just had a massive home win against the Fever, 88-77. Even without their starters, Natalie Nakase has been able to coach them to a bunch of victories. They're 4-2 at home. So if I had to bet the spread, I would take the Valkyries minus 8.5. But I can't do that. So I'm not going to do that. Just give me the over. Forget the points. Forget laying a number. Don't even want to think about it. All right, now finally we have our player props. I'm going to take 3. First game, give me the pink-haired lady, Asia Wilson. Points, rebounds, and assists over 37.5. I think this is the largest number we've laid on the PRA line. Maybe we might have taken Nafisa Collier at 38.5. Don't know. But the Aces need a statement win. I know that for a fact. The Fever, they do not play well against bigs. I do not see how Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, if DeWanna plays, I don't see how DeWanna Bonner stops Asia Wilson. No one can stop Asia. 37.5 is not enough. I'd take this all the way to like 45. I think Asia could go for 30 points. If the Aces are going to win, eventually she's going to have to realize I have to do it all myself. This is the game they need to win at home against the Fever. I think they get her done. Asia, PRA, over. Next one, Brittany Sykes, PRA, over 29.5. She's playing the Wings. They play 0 defense. Beckers and Enrique Gumbawale won't be able to stop her. They won't be able to stop her from getting to the paint. That's where she gets a lot of her buckets and kick out assists. She can kick it out to Kiki for a mid-range. She can kick it out to Citron for a 3. She can dish it off to Austin down low, easy layup. There's a lot of ways to get her a lot of different stats. She's hit this number in 3 out of her last 4 games. With how fast-paced this game's going to be, I think she hits 29.5 easy. Now, for the first time of the season, I'm taking an under in a PRA. I didn't think I'd ever do that, but here we are. Angel Reese, PRA under 25.5. After watching the Sky play today, it was evident how much they were trying to play through Cardoso and through Ariel Atkins. Angel barely touched the basketball. Didn't get many rebounds. That was mostly because the Mercury could not miss. And she also did not play a single minute in the fourth quarter of that blowout loss. This is a 15-point spread. If they're down 20 to 25 at the start of the fourth, she's not going to touch the court. This entire game today, she only triggered one shot. I don't know what word I typed there. She also only registered without the S. Regurgitated. Supposed to be registered. One shot attempt the entire game. Now that stat is a bit misleading because she had like 8 or 9 free throws, but who cares? One shot attempt is one shot attempt. I think Marsh is making an effort to play through Cardoso, and that does not mean Angel Reese anything. So give me your under 25.5 PRA. Okay, that's enough topping. This video was long enough. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.